Yeah, we live. I'm here. You're here. We all here. The gang's all here. Man, I am exhausted. I had a long weekend. Come back Sunday, man. I'm here. Oh, bit right down. Unstable. This is what happens, man. We gonna have I believe I got 2 interviews today. I mean, this week. I might have one tonight, possibly. Um, Give me some topics y'all would like me to talk about, and yeah. What's the hardest thing people did this weekend? No, last week. All right. So the end of the week is today. So during the week, what was the hardest thing we did? One thing. Put it in there. Maybe it was something you didn't want to do, something you had to do. Maybe you wanted to do it and it was just hard. Uh, you know. But let's hear one thing that y'all done that. Live, no delay, baby. Yeah. Cause I know that you know that I'm in love with you. Yeah, I know that you know. Alright, let's get some stuff done, guys. Right now it's saying my bit rate's unstable, so I'm just gonna wait for this to, stable up. Get some stability running.
Me baking cookies all alone because my boyfriend prefers to play. That was it. That was the partner shaming. He's obviously a horrible boyfriend and person because he chose his totally pointless but enjoyable activity over her totally pointless.
Yeah, man. I found there's this girl, man. She making some fire ass videos. Hold up. It's on Instagram, man. She be saying real shit. Very ambitious, and it's not gonna work. You wanna know why? Because those farms, solar farms, it might work actually because they don't work, and the government will probably pay her to do it for free, and she'll get all that money back. And yeah, hey man, go her. Honestly, if you just follow the trend of society, you can become rich very, very easily. But thing is, you're gonna fuck up the world more, fuck up your brain more, and have no understanding of actual reality, and you'll probably be a sad person. That's rich though. You'll be sad and rich. So, you know, pick your poison, right? That's what the world gives us. Yeah, that was outside. Y'all heard that? Yeah, it's crazy. Loud as hell. Let's let's do our Instagram reels. Alright, let me get y'all set up for real. Now that I got it stable. My thing is stable. I knew that. Oh no. Um, apologies. Mm-hmm. There we go. What the? Bro, what the? My man's talking about the brain. He like, think about it. He said, think about it, man. How stupid you gotta be. Why he gotta do that though? Oh, there we go. I don't really want all the extra stuff, man. This is what I want right here. There we go. I think that's good, right? We can still watch it. Yeah, that was good.
This is the law of mind, and it works with anything. So do not become fascinated with what you do not want. If you want to be wealthy, become fascinated with wealth. Become fascinated with wealthy people. If you want to be successful and prosperous, become fascinated with successful, prosperous.
Yeah. Yo, time out. Cause I'm really liking it, I like it. You know that I do it. Cause I gotta find my. Alright. So I was gone for a little bit. It seems like when you leave, your computer just kind of. Okay, there we go. Okay. Alright, there we go.
People, you will become whatever you're fascinated with. You always become whatever you're fascinated with. This is the law of mind. If you become fascinated by poverty, you become poor. You become fascinated with sickness and the reports of all kinds of diseases, you will become sick.
No, it's how do we start this day off like this, man? It is so true, man. Your fascinations are what you become. So if you're always fascinated with sad stuff, or you're always watching sad stuff, and that's what you're gonna be. If you're always watching, like, if you're always fascinated by disease and sickness, you're always gonna have something wrong with you. You're always gonna have some sickness that you have to cure. If you're fascinated about being rich, you're gonna be rich. If you're fascinated by being, mentally astute, then you'll be mentally astute. Like, people just don't understand that, man. But it's alright. It's alright. It's not, it's not your job, So, but everyone has their own opinions about things, and everyone wants to reach different pinnacles of success and to have different definitions of success. And I guess you just have to find what definition of success you want to stand by. You want to stand by a definition of success, it's all about how you feel, then you're most likely going to be broke and sad. Because what quote I say is, when you pursue happiness, you will find pain. When you pursue pain, you will find happiness. Right? So if you're out and you're like doing things that, are hard, and you just don't want to do them, you're going to find a lot of pleasure in that, because you're going to get through it, and then you're going to understand that that's how the world was designed. Like yin and yang, right? Yin and yang. Yang. And that's what I have back here, and that's the crazy part. Is like, I didn't even do this on purpose. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, wait a second. Right there, man. You can yang, baby. Can't have light without the dark. Can't have dark without the light. And both are good, man. That's why I said.
Whatever you become fascinated with, you'll get it and it'll get you. This is the law of mind, and it works with anything. So do not become fascinated with what you do not want. If you want to be wealthy, become fascinated with wealth. Become fascinated with wealthy people. If you want to be successful and prosperous, become fascinated with successful, prosperous people.
Yeah, that's the same thing as, and that's why a lot of not even girls, there's a lot of guys, girls, everyone's always talking about emotions, so that's who everybody's surrounded by. Everyone's surrounded by emotional people, so and then they think that at the end of the day, it's all about their emotions and how they feel at the end of the day, but it's not. No one cares how you feel, especially men. I went on my run today. And I was thinking, and I was like, you know what? I could get, like, it really has to be like, I could get jumped, people will laugh, but it's my job to do what? My job isn't to cry and sulk about it. My job is to get up and silence those people that are laughing, because they're gonna laugh, right? Because they see a weak man, and for some reason, in today's world, like, weak men are, like, not even a weak man, but they'll see it's like, I don't know why it's funny, but a guy that's happened, right? People just stand there, man. I've been jumped, and like, they just stood there, they stand there, and they don't do nothing, and then when they're done, no one comes up to you as a man, and it's your job to then get up and just, silence those people, amaze those people with the act of getting up. Because in their mind, they're like, it's humor for them for some reason. I don't get why, but in their mind they like to see other people suffering, maybe because they're suffering. So yeah, it's just your job to silence them. Yo, apologies for today though, man. I'm feeling a little my brain's feeling a little foggy and everything. Like I'm tired, man. I've been grinding. I saw family over the weekend. Yeah, yeah. Before you heal someone, ask him if he's willing to give up the things that made him sick. That's huge. That is huge. That's the thing. Especially with doing this stuff that I do, and like I want the same group of, like the way I think, I need a group of men that think the same as me. Because if they don't think the same as me, they're gonna go down different paths, and they're gonna try to lead me. Even if they don't try to, they'll lead me to temptation because that's what I'm around. So I always try to like help my buddies out, and I'm like, hey, this is that, and I'm like, and I've realized is like people aren't gonna change. People don't want to change, and if you tell them things that might help them, they just get mad because their ego and pride just get in the way, and they're like, they don't understand how to just put that down and listen and understand that they can be a student. It's okay to be a student. It's okay to learn from other people. I think it's one of my great traits is like I can learn from other people. Like I do. I learn from other people all the time in everything I do. I've learned from homeless people. I've learned from rich people. But it's putting that down and just understanding that, you know, this person is in a position of in the position they are because of decisions they made, because of the mindset that they've built, right? Because you can definitely see like, okay, if somebody's has this mindset, it's because like if somebody believes in depression, right? They're gonna be depressed. Like I haven't met a person that wasn't. They're like like depression is real. It's like, yeah, I believe depression is real, but at the same time, like you cannot have depression. You can be depressed. Like I've been depressed in moments, at times, but to have it means it's inevitable and you cannot change it. And so you're saying that you were born in this world to just be sad, or is that what the world is telling you? Because that's where the world wants us as people. The world wants us sad. The world wants us to think that we have to like be in line with these stipulations of sickness and victim mentality, and you know it's why the world is so selfish too, because if when you have that, you have people only thinking about how they feel, right? Oh, I feel this way, we shouldn't do it. So I feel that. All right, cool, you can feel that way. I'm not saying don't. I'm saying feel that way, but at the end of the day, like I'm gonna pick the logical answer. I'm gonna pick the answer that's best gonna help me with the run of the longest run, the best way, right? The route that's gonna get me the furthest, right? And to do that, sometimes you gotta think about delayed gratification. You gotta think about, okay, this will make me like doing drugs will make me happy now, but if I don't do drugs and I work and I study and all that, I'm going to be a lot happier. I'm going to have a lot more clarity. I'll most likely, if you're going down this road of discipline and right personal accountability, and you'll have more money. You'll have truer friends. Like, and I think that's what people can't understand. People can't even understand like what they're gonna do in a week. Like if you had to like ask people, okay, what's your weekly goal? What's your monthly goal? Okay, where do you see yourself in a year? 5 years is way beyond anybody, you know? So if you can do that and you can learn to do that, one, it brings clarity right? Because you're not guessing every single day where you want to be, what you want to do, how you want to do it. You just do it. You know what I'm saying? It's easier just to do something, because it's easier to do something when you have it planned, because an idle mind is a mind that is manipulated by pleasure, right? So if you're always just thinking about, like, you're idle and you don't have a plan down, you don't have goals, you don't have a clear moral base that you're following, right? You're then gonna go down routes of pleasure, because that's what you want. You're filling the void, right? And like some people, do it with like productive stuff, and some people fill it with scrolling and doing drugs, right? It's just your job to pick what path you want to go down. And the only way to do that is to understand that you're sick and you need to be you have to be willing to give the things up that are making you sick. But some people just can't do that, like have that mental dialogue between themselves, and have the responsibility and the self discipline to be truthful with themselves. I think being truthful with yourself is probably one of the biggest things, or most important things, you can understand. Let's see what this guy got fired.
What is your advice to overthinkers?
A quote that has helped me immeasurably, and it's from a book called The Horse, the Boy, the Fox and the Mole. And one of my favourite quotes out of the whole book is: a boy and a horse are in the woods, and the boy says to the horse, "I can't see a way through." And the horse says, "Can you see your next step?" And the boy says, "Yeah." And the horse says, "Then just take that."
Wow.
All of the time we look at the goal, we look at the future, we look at the end game, we look at how long a journey it is, and we feel overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Instead of that, just go, right, I'm not going to worry about that, because that will come. With each step you will get closer to that, so I don't need to worry about how far away it is. All I need to focus on right now is my next step.
What is your...
It really brings it's perfect, because it honestly brings that balance between, thinking down the line, but also being able to say, hey, okay, maybe I can't think a week down, a day or a couple days, but I know my first step I need to take. I know that for now, right? I know I need to get off my phone right now, right? Take that step. Something will follow, right? Put your phone down, walk away from it, go somewhere. Something will happen. If it's in your mind, if it's outside, like, something will happen. Maybe you'll have a dialogue with yourself that you didn't even know that you need to have. But if you're just always trying to stimulate your brain, distract yourself, you're never going to be able to have that. So yeah, I guess the advice I have is just take that first step. Understand it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be very fulfilling at the end of it. Quote of the day: most people don't want to be part of the process. They just want to be part of the outcome. But the process is where you figure out who is worth being part of the outcome. That's true. It is true, man. It's easy, man. I think everybody wants to be part of the outcome, right? It's easy just to want that, and then, especially with the society we live in, me, I, and then people think they deserve so much without doing anything, right? And I don't know where that came from. I don't know why people think that, but honestly, no human deserves anything if they don't work for it. We don't even deserve food and water. Like, do you think our ancestors just got food and water? It fell from well, it actually probably did, but they had to still, like, go out, pick the fruit, or hunt for the food. They had to then clean it. They had to then make sure that there weren't bugs in it. They had to protect the trees or the plants, right, so other animals didn't get to them. It's like even food and water was a process. If there was bad water, they would have died. So what they have to do, they would have to walk to a stream, maybe boil their water, like. But nowadays, everyone's like, oh, I deserve this, I deserve that. And the only reason, and the thing is, you have to understand why society wants you in that mindset. Why does society want you in a mindset that you think you deserve everything? Because it makes you lazy. And when you have a lazy society, you have an easy society to control. Right? And that's what they want. At the end of the day, the highest powers, the people in control, or the people that have the most money, all they want is control. They want to control everything. It doesn't matter if you're like, and then it's a sad world, man. No one talks about anything of importance. I've realized, like, conversations of substance is like out the window. It is. And if you do talk about anything of substance, I feel like you're labeled as just crazy, or you're labeled as just it's easier to ignore a problem than, confront it, right? But if you don't confront it, then you just let your problem grow and grow and grow. This comeback is personal. Isn't apologies. I don't know the importance of that. Yeah, I guess that's like motivational, but you think I feel motivated right now, dude? Like I'm putting my effort in, bro, and I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted mentally, physically. I still have to do my 500 push-ups today, like, and it feels like I can't catch a break. But hey, I'm not here to, my pity story, blah blah. I'm just like showing you a realistic view of what it's like to be in this, be a person of, self-discipline, be a person of personal responsibility. Like, it's not always sunshine and rainbows, man. But I know if I didn't do this, I'm gonna start getting into a bigger slump. I'm not gonna get out of it. If I didn't do this, if I didn't get on here and start doing it, I would just stay in that slump. Me coming on here, seeing these, understanding again and reaffirming what my purpose is and what I want to do is what brings me back here, man. It's what gives me that drive. It's what gives me that and helps me with my discipline, right? That's huge, bro. This is huge, bro. Don't let people pull you into their storms. Pull them into your peace. And man, what is it? Trying to keep going. Yeah, man. And it's like, some people want to be in a storm, dude. Some people don't know how to not be in a storm because they've stimulated their brain through storms their whole life. When all you do is stimulate your brain through storms, right? You can't find the joy and peace. Like, sometimes you just gotta, dump that, man. Sometimes it's you can't. Sometimes those people just want to live like that, and it hurts, right? Because you have loved ones, you got people that you care about in those moments, and I mean in those storms. And you're like, hey, come over here. Like, we gonna do it this way because, like, look, like, I'm happy. Like, I have a, right? Like, I'm not saying it's perfect, but I'm happy. Like, I enjoy life. Like, I appreciate life. And then they're like, nah, we gotta do it my way. It's like, wait, what? I mean, okay, we're not gonna do it your way. You're gonna do it your way. I'm gonna do it this way. You can come over here, but I'm not gonna go over there. Cause thing is, like, those same people, right? They don't even want to be over there. It's like that one quote. What is it? Like, misery loves company. It is, man. Misery loves company. So y'all can be miserable.
I have a little rule that says don't start the business day till you get to the office. I used to start my business day in the shower or at the breakfast table, and it just messed up a lot of things. I'm sitting at the breakfast table, guess where my mind is? At the office. I even got mixed up going to the beach and, trying to, do some relaxing time. But sure enough, when I'm in the office, I'm thinking about the beach. And when I'm on the beach, I'm saying I should be at the office. Now, see, that's mixed up. Wherever you are, be there. If you're at the breakfast table, be there. When you're having a conversation with somebody, be there. When you're on your way to work, be there. Enjoy the ride. Take a look around you. What's going on? Study human nature. What's happening? Be there. I have a little rule that says don't.
Yeah, I like that, man. And like that's something that I gotta work on, is being in that present moment when you're doing it, when you're, maybe even if it's like, I'm very good at like being in the moment when I'm working like this. Like, I'm good at being in the moment. I can be in the moment for this, but like when I get with friends, a lot of times I'm, I can still have conversations, chop it up, but I find my mind being like, all right, hey, you gotta get back to work. Get back to work. You know what I'm saying? Go. Come on. You're not gonna make it if you, and you can't have you can't have clarity when you're doing that. You can't. There's no clarity in that. So understanding that moments in time are more important than what you want your future to be, because your future is never promised, right? It is. And that's true. As much as I talk about like being able to understand what you want for the future and understand how you want it to be and what you have to work on, at the same time you have to be able to then enjoy the moments, family, friends, live in those moments. And I've gotten better. I used to not be able to do it all, and I can tell I've gotten better. Even from this past weekend over to Labor Day, man, I got to see family, and I could tell I was a lot more present in those moments, man. Conversations I was having, like, and like, don't get me wrong, I still had thoughts, and I was like, damn, bro, I just want to get back and work. Like, I wanted to get back to this, man, and I was still reading. Like, I didn't read for one night, so I read like extra the next day, you know what I'm saying? And which is fine. Like, if you want to do that, go ahead, but make sure you still, look at those moments and enjoy those moments that you have, to live as an actual human.
Start the business day.
Bees don't waste their time explaining.
Alright, we all heard that shit, bro. Look at this dude trying to be all spiritual.
We're all fucked up. Stop judging yourself against other fucked up people who have hidden it better than you. That's all they've done. They've masked their shit better than you have.
Yep.
And now they're flipping it back on you and saying you're fucked up. I want you to realize that this world, life, is one big head game. And once you learn to play the motherfucking head game, it's no longer a game anymore at all. You can start living your life. We're all
That's facts. I've noticed that, man. I've noticed people try to hide it, and I think they think they're tricking people, especially when they're saying like, oh, I'm happy going out every single night. I'm happy with, just drinking every night and going out to bars and spending my money and then going back to work. It's like, bro, no, you not. You're not happy. If you were truly happy, you would understand that. Or you wouldn't even want to put that in your body if you were happy. If you were happy, you would understand that that's a poison. If you were happy and truly content with yourself, you'd understand that, the only thing is that you really have is the moments, right? Remembering those moments. Like, go out, have fun, go dance, but just don't drink. If you go dance, go enjoy yourself, just don't drink. Why are you drinking? Why are you spending your money on that? It's a clear sign of, not being okay. But to force yourself then to think that you're okay it's actually quite strong. That's the thing. It's like, it's not that these people are weak. It's that they're just strong in the wrong spots. They defend the thing that is their crutch. It's a crutch, right? So they defend it because it makes life easier. Yeah, once you learn it's a big head game, bro. You just have to be the strongest one, man. You gotta be the strongest one. You gotta understand that, hey man, I'm feeling sad right now. This is a test. I'm feeling happy right now. Am I gonna overindulge? Right? Don't overindulge when that's a big thing too, is like not just that side, but when you feel happy, you overindulge in certain things in life. And that then leads you back down the hill, right? You were going like this, but then you reach some place where you said, I've had enough. Like I've reached enough. I'm good enough. And then you just slowly start to go down because you're not stimulating your brain anymore with the right things.
Work. No results, but I'm a little bit better. Work. Work. No results, but I'm a little bit better. Work. No results, I'm a little bit better. Work. Boom. I just got paid. Because if you do all those things, even if nothing happens and you know you're doing the right thing and you're on track, overnight success becomes this easy thing because you were internally growing and then the bubble pops. Work.
Yeah, man. And I'm telling you, it's not work. Only focus on your job. It's work. Those things push you, which then build what? Self-discipline, personal responsibility, understanding yourself, understanding you're stronger, understanding what it truly means to be successful, why those people are successful. That's what work does for you. And maybe that was a ignorance of me when I was little, thinking that work just meant like actual work, like physical labor, right? Or like my job. But it's not. That's not what it means. Like work means work on yourself, so your outward expression can then help others. Yeah. I fuck with Jay Waller, man.
We
Jay
have
Waller
been
good.
programmed not to love ourselves. We have parents who criticize us. We have teachers who criticize us. So what does that mean? Every action you take, there's something back there, the program of criticism that says, are you doing it right? Are you doing it right? And then you live by this criticism. When you learn that you're part of spirit, then you realize you're a part of everything that is. You're a part of, if you want to say God, how can you be critical of God? I'm a spirit that has come to this planet to experience and to create and to manifest heaven on earth. Every one of you is a piece of all that is.
Yo, this brings up, I think it's why I'm so passionate about this because we are all connected on a grand scheme of things, if you really think about it. And you understand how energy works in the world that we live in actually works, is that we are all connected. So the world being in the state that it is, but nobody caring, or they talk about things of not importance, it's like, you're living in the same world I am. And now we have to come up with a solution, but you rather talk about, this rapper that just said some stupid shit about this person that then went over here and they did that stupid shit, and then so there's a bunch of stupid shit, right? But it's like, how do you not see that like this world is going down the path, and how the hell are we gonna fix it? That seems like a more like logical question. And then you can go worry about God, like who cares? Go worry about whatever. But still, that doesn't mean turn a blind eye to what's happening in reality, what's happening in the grander scheme of things. Because if the grander scheme of things, if this all breaks down, you're not gonna have a football team to watch. You're not gonna have the freedom to go take a trip when you want to. You're not gonna have that if this collapses, right? But no one seems to even understand that, or they're too scared to confront that. And that's what's just like I get frustrated. I do. I get frustrated. I get in a sense of just wanting to do it all myself. Like, I want to change the world myself, and I understand I can't. I need other people to. I need to build a team of people that are like-minded, but it seems like it's damn near impossible to find people that want to make the same change. You know what I'm saying? Like, people will say, like, oh, that's a good idea. Oh, you're right. But then it's no change. You're right, but I like doing it this way better. This way is more fun. It's like, okay, yeah, I don't, like, you don't think I know that? You don't think I know that? So it's a blind, what is it? It's not ignorance because they know, but it's like they ignore it. They're able to ignore it, shut it off, and like, not to say that I'm not. Trust me, if I can shut this shit off if I want. If I didn't want to think about this shit, I could shut it off. I'm gonna be honest. I could go out, drink, right? I could go out and smoke. I could go out and, start party. I could do whatever the hell I want, right? Be a degenerate. But thing is, if I did that, I honestly would then start feeling this sense and self of depression, right? I would start feeling depressed. I'm not saying I have depression, because I understand what I'm doing is making me feel depressed, right? The not taking action in my life is making me feel depressed. Not being to where I need to be in life is making me feel depressed. It's not that I have depression, but it's going to lead me down a place where I'm going to be depressed. That's why I do this. That's why I stick on this path, and that's why I want to build, and I want everybody around me, friends, family, right? Even coworkers, even people I just meet on the street. I'm like, yo, let's do this. But people talk, and then people will be like, oh yeah, let's make a change. Let's do something. And then next thing you know, they're back at the bar, and they're drinking, or they're doing this X, Y, and Z. It's like, all right. Just do it. At that point, you're just like, all right, I'm just going to do it myself. Everything pay attention. Everything that happens to you is your teacher. The secret to learn is to sit at the feet of your own life and be taught by it. What did I literally say earlier? It's okay to be a student. Put your pride and ego aside and be a student. And that's the thing is, I love being a student. I love learning. I want to be wrong. If I was wrong more, I would love it. I am wrong a lot. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm wrong a lot. Alright, whatever. But at the same time, you think about paths people take and why they take it. And I'm not here to be the path police and say, oh, we're going down this and we're going down that. But I am here to say that worry about something of substance. Be okay with being wrong. Be okay with learning. Because if you're, you know what I'm saying? If you're always right, you're not around the right people. And that's why I'm trying to build a group of men where I want to be with men more powerful than me. I want to see that. I want to be part of that. I want to learn from that. I want to see a man and he's like, you're fucking up here, 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 and then I look at it and I'm like, damn, I am fucking up here, here, and here, and I didn't even notice. But it seems like this path I take is it's so constructive, and there's so much there's so much satisfaction from it, and there's so much true understanding I get from it, but it's such a lonely path at the same time. It's so lonely. It is. It's me and me. Like, I don't have someone I lean on. I just lean on me. I lean on my self-discipline. I lean on my, personal responsibility. And I lean on, honestly, the morals that learned when I was a kid through religion, right? So that's what I lean on, and having a sense where I do think of others, but I don't think of others' pleasure. I think of others' end goals. I don't think about your pleasure tomorrow or this second or in a week. I think about your pleasure. Okay, this is who you want to be. Now, where are you now? What's the first step you need to take to then at least start the path? I'm not saying I'm going to give you all the answers to every problem you have, but I am going to say, yes, start that path. Now that you started it, I don't know what's going to happen. That's your job to figure out. Now, if you have a question on the next step and you reach it and you reach a roadblock, but a roadblock doesn't mean that you just, every time a little thing happens, that you come to go to someone, not even me, just somebody, whoever you go to someone. They're not just there to solve that problem, right? They're saying, okay, yes, you're thinking rationally or you're thinking irrationally. You're thinking selfishly or you're thinking non-selfishly. So that's what a teacher is for. Yeah, it's like this. Can't spell millions without a couple of L's. Keep pushing. That's funny. That's the thing. Money's not the end goal, but at the end of the day, we've built a society and we live in a society where money is needed if you want to make a true change. Yeah. And that's something that I have to work on, I don't hate, honestly, I don't hate anybody. I do hate choices people make. I hate routes people go down, and I distance myself from those people. But I hate that they don't see that themselves on a bigger stage than I see them. But where it's not my place to hate. It's not my place. I can hate an action, but I'm not gonna hate a person. That's the thing. I think this thing is just listening to me at this point. We do got goals, bro. I'm tired of shit. But we got goals to achieve, man.
Stop.
Alright, since we kinda seen that one, we're gonna end the Instagram little thing that I do, little segment I like to do. Cause it shows feed and what my feed looks like and what your feed should look like, right? Your feed shouldn't be filled with puppy videos and bullshit and prank videos and picking up girls shit. And no, it should be understanding. Visiting the poorest county in America. Man, I'm gonna end this stream and I'm gonna try to figure out when these next podcasts are gonna happen. If the one's gonna happen today, I tried to set one up for Tuesday, but it looks like that one's gonna fall through as well. And I have one more set up. So I have to make 2 calls. I have 2 calls coming on tomorrow. I'm gonna set those up, and then yeah, one's guy runs triathlons. You know, I want to get the mental mindset and understand his mental mindset when he runs those. And also the other one is starting right now. I believe it is a custom steel metal cutting shop, I want to say. I think it's CNC. So yeah, those are going to be very interesting, and seeing the work ethic and the mindset that they built and that they're building. So yeah, stay tuned for in the next week.